Installing a toilet yourself can be a lot faster and cheaper than hiring a plumber. And I'll show you some tips so you can avoid complications that will require expensive service calls. Be sure to have a few things on hand. You'll need a new wax ring, a couple of flange bolts, a tube of caulk, a couple of wrenches, and a screwdriver for mounting the tank. But here's a tip. Never reuse the old supply line, so go buy yourself a new braided one. The first step is to attach the tank to the bowl. All it really takes is making sure the holes are lined up and your gasket stays in place. And then you're going to want to put your screwdriver in the slot of the screw while you put your washer and your nut on the bottom. And once both sides are started, you can tighten them up with the crescent wrench so the tank pulls down evenly. Measure from the wall to make sure the bolts are even. Slip the new bolts into the flange. And here's a tip. Buy an extra set of brass washers and nuts so you can lock the bolts in place so they won't move. Take a paper towel and clean the flange one last time before you set the wax ring in. Set the toilet directly over the bolts and put your weight on it to squish the wax ring down until the base of the toilet is setting on the floor. Tighten the nuts, but be careful. Make them snug enough so that the toilet won't wobble, but not so tight that you crack the porcelain or the flange. Cut off the bolt just above the nut. Then snap on the plastic cap. Connect the new supply line by finger tightening. And add an eighth turn more with pliers, but don't overdo it. Now you're ready to turn the water on and check for any drips. Once the tank is full, flush the toilet and check for any leaks around the bowl. Finish up by running a bead of caulk around the toilet base. That'll help support the toilet and keep the water spills from getting under the bowl and rotting out the floor. So if everything goes smoothly, you can set your toilet yourself in about an hour and avoid a $200 service charge plus taking a day off work just to wait for the plumber to show up.